Hi and hello, welcome back. Jana here with a new process video for the VickiBoutin Mixed Media Maker, and we are still focusing on the Field Notes Journaling Ephemera, and I have already done some fussy cutting from two of the pattern papers, this one with pencils and brushes, and the coral peachy one with a big white wreath on it. My background paper is foundation paper, and I already have added a thin layer of gesso, and now I will grab one of the ink spill stencils and will add some hearts, and I'm also using gesso for that. The layout is about my hobby, and it will be kind of a 10 things I love about you type of layout. And you will not see any journaling on this layout because it's kind of private and I don't want to share my reasons and thoughts, and so my journaling card will be empty, but I will add some sentence and some very important notes to him later. So now everything is dry. And I also have done some stamping and heat embossing on vellum with a grayish silvery embossing powder, and I totally love how they are looking. Now I will bring in some color, or I will add it to my background paper, and I will work with the art crayons for sure. And I will work with 3 different colors from the Cool set. And I will start with a darker blue, and I will bring in turquoise and green, and all I am doing is watering down the art crayon and then splattering it onto my background paper. And I really love this kind of background work. It's totally messy, and you can create awesome layers and depth, and it's just a great way to bring your color to the background paper. You can see I'm also bringing in the brush, so I'm adding more water and rolling the brush over the wet art crayon, so it's just a play of color and water. I really love how the background is looking or turning out, but in the end you can't really tell that there are hearts in the background because I will cover up most of the hearts. But I'm totally fine with that. I know there are some hearts on the background paper, so everything is fine. And now I will bring in the green, and yeah, the picture shows my hubby working in our garden, and he is very yeah, he's taking care of everything around the house and in the house, and so my type of the layout, or the things I picked are leaves and flowers, and also some pens and brushes, because he is yeah, because he's taking care of everything and his creativity around the house, and he's making a lot of plans and lists, and you know, some kind of, so the brushes and the pencils are standing for the creativity from him. And when I need him in my studio, or you know, another shelf must be built up, or another wall needs to, yeah, so you get it. And he is a very he's always there and is helping me, and that's very, very special. And I think I'm nearly done with my background paper. Yeah, I love how that is looking. I have added some white acrylic paint around the upper part from the page, because there were too many splatters and I don't want to have them there, so I just cover them up with some white acrylic paint. Now I will work on my layering, and this is kind of a centered design. I have my picture on the left and the journaling card on the right, and now I will layer all of the leaves and flowers in the middle from the picture and the card, and I will kind of let it yeah, you will see what I'm talking about. It's a layering heavy layout, and I totally love how this is looking. I will also add the brushes and the pencils. I will let them peek out behind from the leaves and the flowers, and this is just yeah, it's totally looking like I expected or like I wanted, and I love it. The speech bubbles, one said nice and the other one said let's do this, and that's totally him. And yeah, so everything is perfectly matching today. Yeah, now you can see I'm just adding the pencils and the brushes into the mix of the leaves, and I love how that is looking. Everything is peeking out from behind, and I really like that. And here I decided I need one more vellum leaf, and I will add that on top of the cluster. And I will also bring in, I think, I will bring in a butterfly and some other bits and pieces from the Journaling Ephemera pack. Now I will, I have glued down the pieces, because when I have a big clustered part or a big group of layered pieces, I love to glue them down or stick them together so that I can move this around as one piece, because I will never get it back like I had it or like I wanted to have it. So this one is glued down, and I love that. Really love that. I think now I will work, I'm looking into this pack of journaling pieces, and I will, excuse me, add one craft tag that is, I think, happiness, and this cool things, little banner thing, I will add it to the mix, but I will also remove it later because it was not the perfect, I did not find the perfect spot for that. The butterfly is from the, I think it's from the icon pack, and it just accidentally sticked into this pack of journaling pieces. And it had a big or a little white border around it, and I will now take some time and just fussy cut or just resize the white border, and then I will add it right on top of the center it cluster right there. Yeah, just gluing that one down, popping up with some more dimension tape, and I don't know what I am doing next. Oh yeah, I needed to remove one of the brushes, and so I'm just sticking it back, and yeah, just making sure that everything is glued down and everything is fixed and nothing will fall off. And so I was not sure about the craft tag, the happiness tag underneath the leaves, and I removed it, but in the end I will use it because I liked how that is looking. And because of the craft color, I needed to bring in another spot of that, but you will see that in a second. And here, this black sentence or black die cut said good things take time, something like that. But it was very long, and so I just cut it into half and resized it and layered them together. And I like how that is looking on the right side, a touch of black. And yeah, this cool thing, I will glue that down right over the speech bubbles, but I will remove it, and it was not the perfect spot for it. It was too layering heavy on the left side, and yeah, I don't know. I will remove it. Now I'm just going in and just ruffling up the edges a tiny bit and looking into the Chipboard stickers and the Puffy stickers, and I think I will use one Puffy sticker. Yeah, the heart right there, and then I will yeah, here you can see I'm removing that one. It was annoying me, I don't know. sometimes it's just not working. But I will bring in a touch of craft in that corner, and I will also bring in some enamel dots and some puffy, no, not puffy, just some hard stickers from my stash. And I will also rip the paper, and I will back it with some pattern paper, but you will see that in the final pictures, because I don't think I have done that in front of the camera. No. So now just some watercolor stickers, and I will not color them, I will use them in black and white. Just some more little hanging details, I'm sorry. And I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this process and you like how this is looking. I am totally in love with it. I am totally happy. And you will get a close-up and some final pictures at the end. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. And that's it for today. Close up and bye.